All right, so you've just pulled off an incredible virtual event. The energy was electric, right? The chat was buzzing, the feedback's amazing. But then what? What happens the day after, the week after? That's the big looming question we're going to tackle right now.
For so many people who run events, that question, it's met with this kind of awkward silence. Because you've built up all this incredible momentum, you've got all these fantastic new leads, and then poof, it just evaporates. Let's dig into why that happens.
And this right here, it brings us to a super common and, let's be honest, really frustrating problem. I'm talking about post-event ghosting. It's this tragic cycle that plays out over and over again.
And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? You get 3 days of insane hype, followed by 362 days of crickets. This post-summit slump, as we call it, is an absolute killer for both your revenue and the relationships you just started building. And listen, it really doesn't have to be this way.
Okay, this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. If your leads wouldn't notice if you stopped emailing them, you don't have a funnel, you have a fling. Oof. So you have to ask yourself, are you building real, lasting relationships, or are you just collecting emails for a quick fling? Because a fling is never going to build a sustainable business. Let's talk about how to build something that actually lasts.
But here's the really good news, and I mean really good news. This isn't a problem of not having enough resources. Not at all. The truth is, you are probably sitting on an absolute goldmine of content right now, and it's just hiding in plain sight.
So, we need to completely reframe how we think about this stuff. Those gigabytes of event recordings, they are not old videos. From now on, let's call them what they are: certified learning assets. Seriously, these are your authority builders. This is your SEO fuel. This is your next paid product just waiting to be created. This little shift in mindset, honestly, it changes everything.
So, what's the antidote to this one-off event madness? It's all about building a year-round ecosystem. We're talking about moving away from these isolated moments of hype and building a genuine, perpetual growth engine.
I love this metaphor. Think about your summit as the Big Bang. It's this massive explosion of energy that creates an entire universe of content. But the goal isn't just the explosion, right? The goal is to harness all that incredible energy to power a steady 12-month orbit of engagement. That's where the magic happens.
Okay, that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it, right? Let's get practical. I'm going to break it down into 3 perpetual growth strategies that you can start thinking about, like, today.
All right, strategy number 1 is what we call certified learning tracks. Now, instead of just throwing all your replays into a folder, you get smart. You group, say, 3 or 4 related sessions together into a themed certification. Why does this work so well? Because it taps into that deep human desire for completion, for progress, for recognition. You're literally moving someone from being just a casual viewer to an invested alumni. It's a huge psychological shift.
Strategy 2, the SEO Hub. And I want you to really think about this question. If someone goes to Google right now and types in your summit's main topic, who do they find? Is it you or is it your competition? By turning your session transcripts into blog posts and creating a searchable library of video clips, your single event can become a machine that generates organic leads for you 24/7 all year long.
And strategy number 3 is the micro-event rhythm. Look, you do not need to plan another massive stressful launch to stay top of mind. We're talking about small, regular touch points. Things like a monthly 15-minute coffee chat, or maybe a backstage Q&A with one of your most popular speakers. These little things keep the community feeling alive and connected. And the best part? They don't burn you out.
Okay, so we've got these 3 awesome strategies, right? Certified learning tracks, the SEO Hub, and the micro-event rhythm. But how do all these pieces actually fit together? Let's pull back and look at the whole year-long plan. This is what we call the Summit to Success flywheel. It's basically a 12-month roadmap broken down into 5 clear phases. You see, it starts with month 1, the launch. That's your Big Bang event. Then, for the next couple months, you go into a deep dive with those certifications. After that, you maintain the pulse with your micro-event series. Then, you build long-term authority with the SEO Hub, and it all culminates in creating momentum to bridge right into your next year. It's a beautiful, continuous loop.
And here it is, the full calendar laid out. Let's just walk through it. Phase 1, the launch, is your main event. High energy, networking, all that good stuff. Then Phase 2, the deep dive, is when you roll out those certified learning tracks. Phase 3, the pulse, is all about that monthly rhythm of micro events. Phase 4, authority, is when you launch that digital resource library and become the go-to source. And finally, Phase 5, momentum.
is where you use all that data and engagement to tee up next year's event. See? It's a complete system, not just a one-time thing.
So really, you're at a crossroads now. There are two paths forward. You can stick with the old way, the way that, let's face it, leads to burnout, or you can choose this new blueprint, a path that's designed for sustainable growth.
And this just lays out the choice so clearly. The old way? It's a hamster wheel, man. You are constantly starting from zero, always chasing that next big launch. Your audience ghosts you, and you just get burned out. The new way, though, that's about building an automated engine. An engine where your authority actually compounds over time, where you build a truly loyal community, and where you get to enjoy sustainable, predictable growth.
So what can you do right now to get started? I want to give you 3 simple steps for your next 30 days. Step 1. Go audit your assets. Find that gold mine. Step 2. Just pick one topic and create your very first certified track. Don't overthink it. And step 3. Pull out your calendar and set a date for your first micro event. That's it. It really is that simple to get the ball rolling.
And in the end, it all boils down to this one question. Are you building something that lasts, or are you just addicted to chasing that next launch high? Remember, your event isn't the final product. Your ecosystem is the product. So what's it going to be? Are you ready to build something that truly serves your audience and your business all year long? The choice, as they say, is yours.